Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
We back. I'm back, y'all. That's Kingdom. Welcome to the Kingdom. I didn't want to get back to the stream like this. This is not how I thought it was gonna be. But shout out Nest Nation. Shout out Nest Worldwide, Philippines, UK, Australia in the check-in. I'm gonna do my shout outs. I'm with my guys Chubbs, Rays, Julian. We're gonna cook up. A lot to talk about tonight. If you're joining us right now, the Nets lost at the Clays 106. Was it 106? Yeah, 106 to 93 to the Miami Heat. Now I get the shout outs in. Hutchinson was good, my guy. My guy was good. Sino was good. Yeah, I'm back, bro. T. Ahmed, yo. Patrick. Hey, Patrick, what's up? Saint. Oh, look at Saint in the chat. Shout out to Saint, y'all. Saint's at work right now. Nosh was good. CWE, yo, James was good. Leo Francisco, hey, what's up? WTM, yo, Iceman, hey, what's up? Patrick, the real 2K, hi. A whole bunch of uncalled fouls, yeah. Raymond Cruz, what's up? And Beast Mode Reseller was good, yeah. Everybody get in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Because we're gonna have to talk about this. This is a bad loss.
We gotta have a discussion.
Yeah, we gotta have a discussion. Breaking down this game. Yeah, this is not a good. This is not a good. This is a bad loss because the game was definitely winnable. It was definitely winnable. But starting off, I got like what I saw from this game. First quarter, sharp passing, good ball movement. Joe Harris was hitting threes. I was like, ooh, the offense is looking okay, you know. Then the calls happened. It was like the middle of the first quarter. The refs started not calling calls. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I mean, Harden's not getting foul calls. KD was getting slapped in the eye. He almost got his eye poked out, and no one said anything. I'm like, what's going on here? You know? And then they had to go on a 12-0 run. I think Kevin took that shot in the eye from Jimmy Butler. And then the second quarter happens. Nash starts to – this is what confuses me about Nash, right? So the second quarter happens. He starts Javon Carter, Joe Harris, Bembry, and Millsap. So I'm like – don't we need to have one of the stars in at all times? Like, what's going on here? But again, Paul Millsap made a couple. I think he made a 2 threes or 1 3 in that second quarter and kind of rallied the ship a little bit, but it still wasn't too good. And then we saw Harden go for that 11 straight points. You know, he got a couple foul calls. He had those threes. He got us excited. I was like, Harden's back, Houston Harden. And then all of a sudden, second half, he disintegrated. He went ghost. But that first half, we saw the flash of Harden. Yeah, how did you feel about that flash of Harden in the second quarter?
Yo, who's blowing up my phone? What the hell?
Yeah.
You're not gonna play the clip? You're not gonna play the clip?
Oh yeah. This is what Harden did. Hold on, y'all. This is what Harden did in this. Shout out to that first and second quarter, but this is what Harden did in the second half.
I'm going ghost.
And it's so tough. Like, why, Harden? This is pain. It's pain, bro. This is pain. But Julie, how'd you feel about? We'll get to the Harden second half. But how'd you feel about the Houston Harden in the first half? The Houston 11 points. I think 2 for 5. How'd you feel about that Harden? Julie, how'd you feel? Yeah,
I was happy to see the little glimpse. You know,
yeah.
I still think. I've said since the beginning that I still think he'll be okay. But I was glad to see the little glimpse. But after that, it was like,
it's just like I don't know what to say after this. Like, and people were coming at me because in the preseason, you go back to those streams, the preseason streams. I was like, yo, something's wrong with Harden, y'all. Something is wrong with him. And everybody like, yo, AJ. Well, Julian was saying it too. AJ, you're overreacting. AJ, it's not like that. AJ, stop doing that. Like, I'm like, no, something is really like, I see something wrong, and it's just like, it's hard to put your finger on it. It's hard because there were flashes of the burst. You saw the acceleration. You saw Harden. I'm gonna read the super chat. Thank you, Jelani, for the super chat. That had to be one of the most one-sided officiating games I've ever seen. Yeah, bro, it is. It's unfortunate, man. It really is. But yeah, like we saw a couple of the acceleration. We saw him get to the basket. We saw him get that little dunk off. It's just. It's hard to put your finger on what it is because I want to blame the new rule change, but I gotta put some of the blame on Harden not playing well either. Yeah. I gotta put, and I don't know if it's the injury, it's just hard to put your finger on it, man. It's hard to put your finger on it. But then we go to the third quarter, right? Our defense was actually pretty good in the third. I don't really have anything to point out about the defense, but the only thing that I was worried about this whole game was the rebounding. And I tweeted out in the third quarter, oh, why is Blake Griffin getting so many minutes on Bam? Because Bam was eating tonight. Bam was just dogging tonight, like barbecue chicken. And then Blake is still on him. I'm like, we need rebounding right now. We're getting killed on the boards. Killed on the boards. And I'm like, why don't we put Paul Millsap, give Paul Millsap a try? And I look at the stats, rebounding, right? 62 to 42 rebounds. That can't happen. We can't get bodied like that on a rebound. 17 offensive rebounds to 4. And I'm like, we need Paul Millsap. Somebody to get in that rebound. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. I didn't even know that. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. So I tweeted that out, and I'm like, oh, please put Paul Millsap in. And in that fourth quarter, Steve Nash must have saw my tweet. Look, Paul Millsap was in. And then he did a decent job at Bam. I'm not saying he shut Bam down completely, but Bam did turn it over a couple times. And then we cut it to 5. I think we cut it to 5 in the fourth. I could be mistaken, but I know we cut it down. And then I think that's when that James Harden went to the rim and he got blocked. And then after that, I think the Heat went on a run and it was over after that. So I'm gonna read some comments and I'm gonna let my guys cook up. Shout out everybody in here. Somebody said this tempo is slow as molasses. We miss D'Antoni. Yeah, me and Chubbs was talking about that before the game. The off Jordan Ott. I might have to go to the Clays and slap Jordan Ott, man, because this offense is not good, bro. It's just not looking good. It's too much ISO. I'm not gonna lie. The first quarter it did look good. But after that, it was just not good. Somebody said Clax should start. Clax was hurt. He had an illness. He had an illness. Somebody said at least we got Jay-Z. The other chat, wow. The WTM said trade James while you have a chance. Nah, you're going too far, bro. You're going way too far. Unholy said Nets disappointing me right now. Yes, we're disappointed. Anonymous said time to swap them Steves. Barry said once Harden gets healthy, we're good. But when is that? When will Harden get healthy? That's the true question. When are we gonna say, oh, it's early? Yeah, like when is it? When are we gonna say that? But I'm gonna let Ray's show y'all. Whoever wants to go first, like, how do you guys feel about? Well, first, tell me how you guys feel about. We'll go Harden first because everybody's talking about Harden. We'll go Harden first. How do you feel about Harden tonight? And are you guys concerned about him going forward?
I am very concerned.
Yeah,
like I'm extremely concerned because like we get it. Like the new rule implemented, we see it. He sees it. Like. They're not calling basic fouls now. They're not even calling shit for him because the new rule they just implemented that shit.
Yeah, bro.
At the end of the day, bro, you're James Harden.
Yeah.
Like even fouls or not, you're one of the most gifted offensive players in history.
Exactly, bro.
And you and you're not even getting 20 points,
bro. It's crazy because like. We're like reaching for James Harden to score 20. It's like I just can't comprehend that. James Harden is struggling to score 20 points right now. Struggling to score 20. And we're so used to him dropping 40, 50, 30 in the first quarter. We're used to that Harden.
Bro. I was talking to AJ about how like I was talking to AJ and just before we came on about how like the defenders prior didn't used to want to contest his step back because they know he's pretty much going to kick their leg and he's going to go and get 3 points. And a lot of the times he's going to get the 4-point play. So now you see that like they're pushing up on him more, like they're contesting the shot better. They have more confidence in the paint too. It was the same in the paint. He was automatic with the arm hook, you know? So there's just, it's so many things that he lost from his, you know, scoring arsenal. Like,
and you know what I didn't see from Harden tonight? The floater. That floater, you got it. Like now with the rule change, since you're not gonna get those body-to-body calls when you drive off the dribble, you got to get that floater going, bro. He's got to get that floater going. Like that's one of his go-to. And I saw him working on mid-range in the pregame. I'm like, bro, where's the mid-range? Where's the mid-range? But you know, Rage, how you feeling, man, about Harden? Because you a Harden fan. I know Rage love Harden.
Harden's my guy. It's rough. I still think like. Man, it's rough because we're not getting like Chubb said, he's not getting the basic calls. Like he will get socked in the face at 100 miles per hour. He won't get that call.
I've seen really bad no calls.
It's rough, but at the same time, there are plays where Harden beats his defender and he automatically goes to bump into somebody and try to get a foul. Take the basket, bro. It's like muscle memory for the dude because it is. That's what he was doing his whole career, getting other people to. He was drawing fouls, and now he can't do that. Now you just got to take. You got to just take the buckets. Don't try to do too much. Get your buckets while you can because you see he's not even getting 20, and we're not even. I mean, he's not really making 3-pointers. I mean, he has those 2-3 pointers that you're like, okay, Harden, but then it's just. But then it's just downhill from that. We had that little spurt, and I'm like, oh, the Harden's getting into rhythm, and then after that, it's just nowhere to be seen.
He just disappeared, and I'm like, is it the hamstring? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it a hamstring?
This is what I will say. I have seen I've multiple reporters that have put out shit about what James Harden has said in this post game, and he says, as much as I want to get back to 30s and 40-point games, I can't do that as much as I want to, as much as I would love to. I didn't have any opportunities to play pickup. It was all rehab.
So he's still kind of saying he's not ready. He's not ready yet. That's what he's saying.
And he said, James Harden said, given his durability before his hamstring injury, this is uncharted waters for him, where he has to play himself back into his old self and build up his confidence.
It's just, I don't know, man.
He's trying to get back into rhythm, and although I do understand that you can't, with everything going on now, you should know that if you have somebody beat, you can't just rely on to bump into somebody and that be called a foul and possibly get the 3-point play. You might as well just take your 2.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The floater, because he had the first 2 threes. I was like, okay, he's looking good, the couple step back threes, but then he started missing from 3 in the second half. I'm like, bro, just go to the basket, get to the rim, like what you usually do, or hit that floater. Because if you're not going to get that call, you can hit that floater every time. I've seen James Harden throw that floater over 7-footers. It might be 1,000 times. So it's like
deep out too, like 15 feet out. Like
for him not to do that, I'm like, bro, it's like. I don't know, man.
He said he was rehabbing the whole summer. I get it, but it's like, this dude was screaming scary hours, and now it's what happened,
Scared. This is not even startling. It's not even startling.
This is not even startling hours.
It's not even startling. Not even slightly taken back. Like this is just shit.
Again, another thing I'll say is that I am not insane. Like you said, Chubb said he's very worried. I respect that, but although you're very worried, it's 5 games in. There's only 77 games left. Like I'm not insanely worried. I still think he needs to play himself into rhythm. There has been many players that have gotten off to slow starts and still end up being the best player in the league. It's happened before. We've seen it. Obviously, that may not be the exact same fate. But the thing is, with as gifted as Harden is, once he plays himself back into rhythm, I think he'll be fine. But who knows how long that'll be, given what he said, that he's rehabbing and he's still trying to get himself into rhythm. We don't know when he's going to get back. Damn, he's gone. Is the live still going?
Yeah, he gonna come back. He probably lagged out.
I ain't lagged out. Damn.
All right.
My bad. I clicked the wrong button. Wrong button.
Wrong button. That's
wrong button. It wasn't a lag. I just clicked the wrong button. But yeah, I want to show this quick stat though. Before y'all go, I want to show this quick stat. I saw this because I was watching First Things First, and I saw this. I'm like, yo, I don't really, I hate Nick Wright, but this stat was like, whoa, like I was like, what? Since 2012, James Harden, right? Look at his points per game, and I know this is a small sample size, what 4 or 5 games, but it's like he's struggling to score 20 now, and it's like, what's 17 points, 36 from the field, 3. This is a big stat right here. 3 free throws per game. He's going from 10 free throw attempts per game to 3. Like that is like
his last 2-3 years in Houston, he was averaging like 13 free throw attempts or 14, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is just, I don't know, man. I don't know whether to be concerned or to like.
But I will say his early years in Houston, I think he was averaging like 7 or 8 free throw attempts, something like that. And he was averaging like 26, 27. So I think I think at peak, he'll probably be like at like maybe 25, 26. I don't really like see him going above that with the new. I think it's possible, like I hope so, but I just don't see with the new rules how he gets like averages above 25, which is still like superstar numbers. But
and then how y'all feel about the turnovers? Because Harden's, I looked it up and he's almost in the top with turnovers too. I think Russell Westbrook's like second. I forgot who was first. Oh, Kevin Porter Jr. is first, and I think Harden is third in turnovers.
Man.
How many he had tonight? He had 4 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, it was.
I think those will tighten up.
I think those will tighten up. Last game, obviously, if you did watch the game, he did cut back on the turnovers last game. Although he wasn't shooting well. He looked more in the sync in terms of passing the ball and actually not like throwing the ball at somebody's feet at 100 miles per hour just recklessly. But I mean, a lot of those turnovers a lot of them are just kind of like lazy turnovers. Like sometimes he does those no look passes and they just hit somebody else's foot. Like that does nothing.
Yeah.
Those are the bad turnovers. A lot of Harden's turnovers he can fix by simply just like actually like trying and not trying to be like too flashy.
Yeah. Like those behind. I know you're talking about those behind the backs. Those like flashy, like one hand passes. Like,
and I know you see those passes where he just absolutely chucks the fucking ball at somebody's face.
Yeah, he throws it bad hard. LaMarcus Aldridge is he just be like
I promise Harden, I it is not baseball, bro. You do not need to throw that fast.
I'm more worried about like scoring, honestly. Like I think his turnovers would be, I think his turnovers.
You just like those free throws attempts. I mean, that's a little concerning, but I mean he's had to adapt so much in terms of his role last year and everything like he still like needs like improvement and getting better with getting used to everything, and I won't I can't give him like excuses, but I think he'll get there. You just got to give him a little bit of time. I
wouldn't panic. I wouldn't full on panic until like 25% of the season. Like I'm concerned, and so like we'll talk about it, but I wouldn't like full on be like, oh my God, what are we gonna do until like maybe 25% through the season. If he still looked like this, then I would be like, oh my God, bro, like what's happening?
Shout out. Let me do some recent comments. Somebody said, shout out Neptune. He said, I think James Harden has no legs under him right now. That's why his jump shot isn't falling. Yeah, that's another good point. Like I posted that about ball don't stop. He kind of catered to that about Harden's like his legs after the hamstring, gaining weight after the hamstring, and then trying to get back to shape. And that we all know Harden's acceleration is one of his his gifts. That first step is everything in Harden's game, and it's not really the same anymore. And you can see it. It's not the same.
I wish we knew more about like his injury and stuff, because there's some things I don't even want to criticize or talk about like that, because I don't know for sure. Like I don't want to criticize like why he's not fully in shape, because it's like I don't know what the rehab gap was, and I don't want to I'm not fully comfortable criticizing that, because I don't know how much time it was. Like he could have just been rehabbing the whole way, and like you said, barely had enough time to get into game shape. So it's like I don't really know for all the way. But
Somebody said Joe Harris is top 5 worst defender. I just seen the list of all of the Harris fanboys. Need to. Yo, you guys, hold on. No. We gotta celebrate Joe tonight because Joe had a milestone tonight. Joe had a milestone. We're gonna get to Joe Harris. We're gonna get to Joe Harris. Somebody said we need to give minutes to Cam Thomas and Sharp. Let them learn about the game more and develop them. No, it's not. Yeah, rookies. They're rookies.
I don't understand what people's mindset is that no championship team in the history of the world has ever done something like that. Yeah, just give the keys to the rookies. Let them figure it out. Yeah, because that's
we're not gonna give the keys to the rookies. Yeah. We're gonna celebrate Joe tonight. All right, so let's get into the Joe Harris talk. If you guys don't know, Dirty Joe. How many points Joe? Dirty Joe had 15 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 5 for 11 from 3, 5 for 15 from the field. He is the all-time 3-point leader in Nets history. Big up Dirty Joe. Dirty Joey Buckets. Congrats to Joey Buckets, man. How do you guys feel about Joey Buckets breaking the record? Beating Jason Kidd, and now he's the all-time Nets 3-point leader in history.
I feel like who's Steph? That's kind of what I feel like. Like, who was he? Steph overrated and Joe better.
Joe over Steph? Joe Harris over Steph Curry?
How are you, bro? You can't mention them in the same sentence, bro. It's just disrespectful to Joe Harris. Joey B.
Oh God, like
Joey B.
But other than that, I mean, if in terms of like how he's been playing, I mean, today, I mean, he wasn't horrible from 3. I mean, you know, the percentage that he's shooting at is like regular for him. But his defense is very bad. Like, you know, like you see how constantly he's either getting beat off the dribble, he's not really getting back in terms of if he's getting beat, he's not like rushing to get back and get a block or get a stop. It's not really like that. He gets beat so much off the dribble. If he's in an ISO situation with a good ISO player, good luck. We're not getting a stop there unless they drive to the fucking paint. Somebody's
yeah.
That's it. That's how it goes.
And I was gonna say like
buckets, bro. Or some of his finishes are very bad. Like I don't understand how you hit a 40-foot 3-pointer and then you miss a 12-foot mid range, like bad. Like the front of the rim.
And I was gonna say, like, this game, I'm not totally that mad at you because usually I'm like, I tweeted out a couple days ago before the Wizards game, I was like, I don't think Joe Harris should start. And I was just saying that because he hasn't been playing well, but this game he actually played decent. He did play decent in that first half, and the second half he made a couple threes. But the thing that I gotta get on Joe is the last quarter. The fouls, like you made some really stupid fouls that cost us possession. I think he made that illegal screen. Remember that illegal screen? That was a turnover. And then the defense, like Rage was saying, the defense was not good in the fourth quarter. And then what else did Joe do? Yeah, that's basically it. The fouls and the defense in the fourth quarter. That's when Joe was like, "Oh God, should we have Joe out here in the last starting?" You know,
it's just that like the definition of those plays is defensive breakdown. It's just how how it goes. It's just bad.
Yeah. That's the only thing I have on Joe. But regardless, he had a great shooting. He had a great shooting night tonight.
I'm glad he's at least making his open 3-pointers. That's all. That's all we ask of you out of offense, Joe. Is just make your open 3-pointers, and if you're doing that, all right, we'll take that.
Now going forward, do you guys think? Joe should is Joe in the starting lineup like solidified, or do you guys think he can be second unit, or do you think he's just Joe has a certain spot he's not moving, he's going to start every game?
It's realistically
until Kyrie gets back. Until Kyrie gets back, he is not looking at the bench. He's not looking. Steve Nash isn't even going to think about it. It's going to be. I think the only people that are guaranteed to start are get ready, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Joe Harris.
I think even if Kyrie was here, bro, they would play him at the 3 or the 4 if they had to.
I agree. And you see it. They haven't started LaMarcus one game. It's going to be Blake Griffin or Nicholas Claxton. You know what? And it's crazy. At least Paul Millsap did see some time today, and bravo! It's about fucking time you put him in the game, Nash. But I think Millsap is going to be very needed over like this season, and I think he's going to be like very good for playoffs. He's going to be a guy you want.
Yeah. Somebody said my guy. He was 5 for 11 from 3 though. I know he was 5 for 15 from the field, but Joe Harris, Joe Harris, he's not a mid-range layup person, but 5 for 11 from 3 is not terrible. And 5 threes is good. Y'all don't act like 5 threes is not good.
5 for 11 is the way.
That's like 45%.
Yeah, that's like 45%.
5 for 11 is elite 3-point shooting, and
that's
percentage-wise,
that's higher than what Steph shoots.
Yeah, I tell you, y'all acting like that's not bad. Joe had a good game tonight.
I mean, that's why Joe's better.
Yeah, I told you, I pointed out where Joe was wrong. The defense in the fourth quarter, the fouling. I think he had 5 fouls, and the fouling and the defense. You know what I'm saying? That's the only kind of thing I could get at Joe, but that came later on. It didn't really affect us until third, fourth quarter. That's where
which
is
really when it matters, unfortunately. But
yeah, exactly. When it matters, that's what it counts. Shout out Neptune. He said we just need Kyrie back. Jonathan said y'all gassing Joe up so much. We're not gassing Joe up, bro. He's the all-time leader in 3-point. Like, how are we gassing him up?
How are we gassing the best 3-point?
Our best shooter in history.
The best shooter in history,
bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
and we're not. And we just criticized his defensive ability. But we're overdoing it. We're overhyping Joe Harris. We're overhyping Joe Harris is leading in 3-point shooting. You know how hard that is?
You gotta celebrate that, bro. That's not easy. It's not easy to pass.
Everybody who's played for the Nets, he is the one who is victorious. You can't take that away from him.
Because y'all know, y'all real Nets fans, Jason Kidd is a Nets legend. So he passed a Nets legend tonight. So it's y'all can't
the best net of all time.
Yeah, arguably the best net of all time. So y'all can't say like, oh, y'all hyping your gas and Joe Harris. Nah, he did his thing. Like I said, he passed a Nets legend tonight. He's the best 3-point shooter in Nets history. So, and and like I said, from the 3, he's been efficient. It's not like he takes like 1,000 threes every game. He's usually efficient. 40% from 3. Like that's what he's been shooting his career. So it's like, well, when he was on the Nets, I'm not gonna say his career, but I don't know his exact career. Somebody said Joe Harris is the best shooter in Nets history. He says all about the franchise. Yo, y'all going crazy on Joe. Why y'all going crazy on Joe, yo? Somebody said they won playoff game.
Bro, why y'all, bro? Playoff
game. I'm crying.
He said name one playoff game, but
that's one playoff game. Joe was the Celtic. I can name one playoff game. The Joe Harris.
He had a good playoff game last year.
What was that game? Damn. I got my memory's shot now. When we beat the Bucks by 50, how much Joe had?
Game 2.
That was game 2, right? All right, that was game 2. I think he played that game and Celtics games. He was
in between 15 and 20 points.
And then one of the Celtic games, he was okay. He He wasn't no Steph, but I know he had like.
I'm convinced no matter how we lose, everything will be Joe Harris's fault.
Everything is blame Joe.
Blame hard, bro. Kevin Durant, say James Harden goes 5 for 55. Joe Harris.
Yeah.
We lost because Joe Harris.
Dirty Joe, man. Okay, the one time I try to celebrate Dirty Joe, the Nets Nation doesn't want to. They don't want to hear about Joe, man.
Yeah, trying to get a man his credit, bro. He broke the Nets all the time. Like he deserved. He had a decent game. Like let him rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up a poll tonight to see what was the reason you guys think we lost tonight. I'm gonna put up the poll. Was it rebounding, turnovers? We'll go with Joe Harris as a third option because y'all want to blame Joe, and then we'll go with James Harden.
Take out Joe Harris. I'm saying
take out Joe.
All of the above, bro. Because the thing we know, like nothing takes away from how bad our rebounding is right now. Nothing takes away because how many minutes did LaMarcus Aldridge get tonight? I want to know. LaMarcus Aldridge isn't by any means a great rebounder, but he's at least 6'11".
12 minutes. Only played 12 minutes, 6 points.
He played 12 minutes. And this is crazy. This is not really crazy to say, but this is the one game where we needed Nicholas Claxton.
I'm not gonna lie, we could have used Clax tonight. We could have used Clax.
This is where we need. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck was Claxton doing to do? What the?
I mean, he could have grabbed.
Man, here we go. Here we go.
Deadman and Bam. What the hell was he gonna do?
I think we still would have lost. But he could have grabbed some boards.
I think he could have grabbed a little. He could have grabbed at least 5 boards.
I don't think we would have got out rebounded by 20 fucking 9 if we had.
But we've literally seen Claxton. We watched Claxton as he got bodied by Korkmaz. What was he gonna do to Deadman and Bam? Nah, let's stop sugarcoating.
Bro, stop bringing him up.
Don't kill my boy like that, bro. Don't you do it. Don't you kill my boy.
Getting bodied by a man named Korkmaz.
Hey, I'm not.
Bro, that's one time, bro. Don't bring up.
Don't you kill my boy Clax like that, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, you're right though. You're right though.
He did get bodied.
Center on the roster. The Hornets don't got one good center on the roster, but Nicholas Claxton did play good that game.
Yeah.
Or was it the Wizards game?
The Wizards game, he was good. He came off the bench. The Wizards game, yeah. The Wizards game, he was good. Don't come out, but Chubbs is right though. Bam probably would have bodied him. Bam probably would have bodied him. But he would have got rebounds.
Bam would have a couple rebounds. Armed him like we were playing football. Bam would have. Nah, let's not. How many rebounds would he have gotten?
I think we probably would have still lost, but we can get like 5 rebounds.
But the thing that I want to point out about Miami, though, right? Kyle Lowry makes them a lot better because Miami didn't have a point guard to run because they didn't really. It was just basically Jimmy at point, and Jimmy's not a point guard. Now that Kyle Lowry's there, first of all, their defense was good last year. Now it's even better because Kyle Lowry is Kyle Lowry's a great defender, steals, charges. That's what he does. And then he can run he pushes the pace because Miami used to play slow as heck. But now they play fast because of Kyle Lowry. So he makes them. I was surprised how much better Kyle Lowry makes them.
They're a threat to us with no Kyrie. Yeah. They're a big threat to us with no Kyrie.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, it's Kyle Lowry, but he is different.
I mean, right now they are. We don't know how we'll look in 30 games.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, for this game, I saw a big difference because I'm like the Heat weren't moving this fast before, and like I said, the steals, Kyle Lowry, the charges that he brings because people sleep on Kyle Lowry's defense, and he's actually
mad charges, bro.
That's his thing, bro.
That's really his thing.
He put his arms folded, just always to stand there. And then the refs call it. I'm like, come on, son. It's because he's so small and he just gets in the lane, and I'm like, damn. Before when Bruce Brown lowered his shoulder into Kyle Lowry and he just fucking fell over, I didn't even have to look at the ref to know what the call was going to be. Yo, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just frustrating, bro, because it's like this loss hurts, but it's like, damn, like
it hurts. It hurts, but the one thing I can say, at least we only have 77 games left. That's the one thing I will say.
Yeah. And it's like with me, it's like we can't keep relying on KD. I feel like we're relying on KD
it's imagine just being in KD's situation, having to just do every your team's down by 15. You're the one getting the ball every.
He had 11 assists last game or something like that.
Bro, every game I feel like I just get transported back to Bucks series. Every game I'm like KD has to score 30, get some assists, score in the fourth quarter, keep the team in rhythm. I'm like, we can't just keep relying on him to score.
It's really crazy because it's been like this every single game, except last game. Single game. Even the Sixers, we won that Sixers game. But guess who was the ring?
It was KD.
Kevin Durant.
Was it triple double that game?
That was like his 13th of all time, and he had to do that because nobody else could shoot the ball except Patty Mills and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it's just like we can't. Like I said, James. This is what concerns me. James Harden got to wake up, and I don't. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the injury.
Bring back. All I can say is bring back the Mohawk, James Harden. You might.
Yeah, he might have to change it. He might have to change the Mohawk.
You gotta bring back the stir the pot, bro. He stirs the pot one time, bro. I'm like, okay, we might.
He gonna have to. I feel like he got to add something to his bag, bro, because he lost so much. I think he got it. I think
the mid range.
He got to pop the mid-range, bro.
People don't understand how many mid-range opportunities he has.
Yes, he be open. I'm like, bro.
He never takes the mid-range.
Just to pull up. That's all I want.
He'll take it twice out of 35 fucking shots. It's so bad.
He lost a lot, bro, from his bag, bro. You got to add something back. You have to. You have to add that.
If James had a pull-up mid-range, oh, my God. That would solve if he had a little pull up, because he already gets by somebody. But now if he has a pull up mid range instead of going to the room trying to get a foul like he always does, if he has that pull up mid range, he will score so easily. I'm telling you, that's how Kyrie scores, like, because of that pull up mid range. Same with KD pull up mid range, boom, boom. The scoring, it gets you in rhythm, you know. So this stuff is like, it's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put the poll up in a minute. I'm gonna read some comments. Somebody says James actually does have a. Where is it?
OKC, that was like 10 years ago. Like
he did it in Houston. Somebody told me he did it in Houston for a couple, like before D'Antoni. They said before D'Antoni he used to do it, but now it's like
when he didn't have a beard.
But this is like we can't keep relying on KD. We can't keep relying on KD like this, bro.
It's tough, but like sometimes you like, you know, sometimes you think about it, you're like, maybe Harden can get in the rhythm knowing how great of a player he actually is. But like it's sometimes you're like, man, is this ever gonna end? It just keeps happening. And the 5 games we've played have been bad games from Harden. Like being honest, James Harden hasn't. I don't really think he had one okay shooting game, but what does it matter if you have 10 turnovers?
Yeah. And like with Harden, it's like like I said, we're not trying to get into like, we're not bashing Harden. We're pointing out what we see and what we're seeing right now. And this could get better. It could stay the same. We're as Nets fans, we're hoping for the best. You know, we're hoping James Harden breaks through this. We're not trying to we're just pointing out as we're being objective, because a lot of people in Nets Twitter be hitting me, and I see a lot of Nets Twitter are afraid to talk about the truth, and we're not afraid to talk about the truth here. And it was great to be positive. It is like we're positive, but we got to point out the negatives too. Like y'all can't hide from the truth. We're going to speak the truth and what we see. So it's like all the people on Nets Twitter is like, oh, you stump overreacting, bad takes. Like we're going to talk about the realness here, like what we're really seeing.
Saying he had 8 turnovers when it says on the stat board that he had 8 turnovers isn't overreacting.
That's what I'm saying. 4 tonight. He had 4 tonight, and it's like, and it's just like what concerns me is like I said, when Patty Mills is off, because Patty Mills has been amazing this season, except for this game. When Patty Mills is off, who's going to be KD's wingman? Who's going to be KD's other buddy to score? When Patty is off. So that's what concerns me. If it's not Harden, who is it going to be? If Harden or Patty are not there, KD's on the island. You know?
and what if by chance KD has a bad game? What is happening?
Oh my god! I never even thought about that.
People kept about 50.
Yeah, I never even thought about that, bro. Like the thing is, like Harden, like I said, I think. Like I said, scaling from his first 2 years in Houston, I think he averaged like 26. I think he's going to be around there at like 25, but I think he averaged 24 last year, something like that. And I think he shot like 48 from the field. So he might end up doing the same or maybe a little worse than last year. And that was when we had Kyrie, bro. So it kind of just worries me a little bit for the team, bro. Like, the whole everybody got to be on point. Like everybody 1 through 10 got to be on point.
Yeah. I want to talk about Blake too tonight, y'all, because Blake, we continue to give Blake all these minutes. Well, Nash continues to give Blake all these minutes, right?
So I need.
But it's like he didn't look good to me. The one alley-oop dunk though, that was fire. Like I like that was fire when he dunked on Kyle Lowry. Yeah. But other than that, Blake was like a. Talk about the show.
After that alley, he was done for the night.
Yo,
after that alley, he was done for the night.
He sat down. He was like, "All right, y'all."
And it's like his rebounding. Like I said, his rebounding is how many rebounds he had tonight? 4 rebounds.
A whopping 4 rebounds.
Our starting power forwards, starting center can't have 4 rebounds.
MVP numbers?
We can't. Yeah, I can't. It can't happen. The way the second chance points, I think I remember I was watching and they were like, the Miami has like 14 second chance points to 0. I think in the second quarter.
I told y'all about his knees since last year.
I thought they had like 24-2. It was like that. It was like it was 27-4. 27.
It was crazy, bro.
Like I swear, if they could allow us to throw shit at players if they played bad, I would bring a bucket of like.
Bro, chill out, bro.
Not none of like physically, but I'd bring a bucket of potatoes and throw it at.
You know what I just imagine? You know what I imagine when you say that? Like a player running down the court and you throw it and you hit him in the head and he fall while he running. That shit be funny as hell. I'd fling a tomato at one of these Nets players that play bad with the quickness. I will fling a tomato at somebody with the quickness. I swear to God.
Nah, this is getting out of here, bro. Like this, like I said, it's real frustrating because This is what Blake did to after that alley-oop. This is what happened to Blake.
I'm going ghost.
That's actually real footage of Blake after that.
So we had two superheroes tonight. Blake and James went both ghost in the second half. Blake and James.
Bro, leaked footage of Blake Griffin after the third.
Yeah, that's actually real footage. On God, that's real footage. Bro.
That's real footage. All right, I'm about to put the poll up, y'all.
Tomatoes at Nets if they lose, bro, because that's the only way they're gonna learn. We gotta throw
Bro, what have we learned from Shaman, bro? We supposed to bully these players. We cyber bully these players. We be toxic. What if we
go to their IGs right now? Go to Nash's IG. Go to their IGs right now, man. I'm telling you.
So if we can't throw the tomatoes at the players, we gotta text the tomatoes. So just spam them with tomatoes.
Oh God,
tomatoes. You see bad tomatoes in the comments.
If they don't turn their comments off, you didn't do enough.
All right, y'all. I'm about to put the poll up right now. I'm about to put the poll up. What's the reason we lost tonight? So far, this is the one I have: Nash, Harden, rebounding, and turnovers. What should be the last one? Rebounding, turnovers, Harden, Nash, or
but that was the last.
Did you put Joe Harris?
I'll put Joe Harris because everybody wants to blame Joe Harris.
I think it's gonna be funny if you put Joe.
Honestly, just put we suck as like a
as an option. I'm not putting that, bro.
One thing I will say is, man, we were missing a lot of good open threes tonight. We were missing.
We have not shot good at all this season.
It's crazy to think that we'd ever be in a position to be like we need more scoring.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I would never thought we'd be saying that, and it is crazy because our defense hasn't been bad. It's crazy to think that our defense is actually playing better than our offense recently. Here we are.
Yeah, we shouldn't need more scoring, bro. That's just lets you know the team is underachieving right now.
When has anyone ever thought to themselves, "Yeah, we're going to be saying that one time"? That no one ever
There's
thought that.
7 scoring titles in between Harden and KD. Like the team as a whole, aside from KD, is kind of just not there yet. But I still believe we're gonna be straight.
They both shot bad. Okay, the Miami shot 27% from 3, and we shot 30. Okay, 32 is not bad, but we shot better from 3 from them. I guess because it was Joe.
The fourth quarter, I think they were at 17%, bro. That was bad. It was
Harden
bad.
Shot 38.
But our offense was so bad that it didn't matter how bad they'd shoot. If other teams were shooting bad, when you have I'm not gonna say a healthy Harden, but when you have that Harden we had last year, we're up by 20. We're up by 20 without Kyrie Irving. We're up by 20.
Points in the paint, 48 to 34 too. So they were killing us in the paint, and it's with our team, right? We were built to outscore everybody else. That's the way the Nets were kind of built now, and now we can't even. I think last year we were the number 1 offense, averaging 120. Were we averaging 120 points per game? Something like that. Something crazy we would have. Or maybe 115. I might be saying it too high, but we were averaging a lot of points in offense. And now it's just we're struggling to get James Harden is struggling to get 20, bro. It's hard for James to get 20. You know what I'm saying? It's just and it's hard for our team to score. It's hard for Joe Harris to get going right now. You know, and I think those are also factors of why we're losing. So it's
but
that shit hurts, bro.
That?
Yeah.
But you know what can fix that? If I'm able to throw a tomato at one of these people, bro. I'm being that.
Imagine going back to the locker room after you got hit with a tomato. Imagine you look at life through a completely different lens, bro.
Tomato is crazy.
You really hit me with a tomato.
I know them joints hurt when they
throw them. With a tomato, hey, on God.
That joint hurt too. That's not gonna and the juice. You know how the tomato juice squirt out. That's gonna make you. I can slip. You really slip on the tomato.
Be in the shower, just looking down.
Be like Squidward when he got hit with the tomatoes. Be just like that.
Yo, shout out to Sate. Yo, Sate's at work right now. Shout out to you, bro. Somebody said KD is saving the most defensive points and adding the most offensive points for our team, and amongst the lead, he's top 4 in both. Wow. Yeah. KD, like I said, KD's having so far. I'm not saying he's the MVP yet, but he's on that MVP. You know,
if Harden continues to play like this, if Harden continues to play like this for a while,
Yeah,
KD should be the unanimous MVP with the way this.
Because KD's defense too has been good. KD's defense has been good too.
Perfect.
It's not just like him scoring.
I'm not gonna lie when I say this. I think he's legitimately our best rebounder right now.
Yeah, I think he's leading. Yeah, he's leading the team in rebounds. I'm pretty sure
I'm watching Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge try to go for rebounds. KD overtakes them by so much. He's able to jump so much higher for those rebounds.
Yeah,
athletic.
Yeah. Somebody said if the Jazz wait Whiteside, we could be bad. Oh no,
Whiteside's not the answer to our rebounding problem. Yes, he's okay, but there's a reason he got benched by the Sacramento Kings last year.
Yeah,
the Kings? How do you get benched by the Kings? That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, you need tomatoes thrown at you just for that. How you getting benched by the Kings?
Yeah.
Who's even the Kings starting center? No one knows.
And I want to talk about too. There's one more player I want to talk about. Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, when he got and I know this is an underrated stat, but last year Bruce Brown, every time Bruce Brown started, we would win games. And I think what was his record? 30. It was 30-8 when Bruce Brown started.
It was
and now when we put Bruce Brown on, because we had a decent, good first quarter, when Bruce Brown gets in that starting lineup, for some reason, our pace gets we start playing faster. The defense is better. So Bruce does have that little inject kind of spark when he's in that first that starting lineup. So how do you guys feel about Bruce? Do you think he should still start, or do you think Nash should just mix him in with the second? And how you feel about Brucey? Bruce.
Ah, man, he's the most improved player, man.
Keep starting him.
You have to. Who else? If you like I said, if you take out Bruce Brown of the equation, there is nobody I'd rather have starting on the court than Bruce Brown. Right now, he is even last game. His impact is insane.
What about me?
Julian said he can average more than Bruce. You heard that chat? Julian said he can average more than Bruce.
It'd be your own people that disrespect you. That's crazy.
12 points, 3 steals, 1 assist, 5 rebounds from Bruce Brown tonight. 2 for 3 from 3. Ooh,
bro,
I didn't know Bruce was doing that.
If he continues that, imagine he's shooting 3-pointers consistently. Bro, give that man a bag. Give that man a bag.
Give me 35% from the 3, Bruce. That's all I want from you. That's all I want.
Bruce shot 50% today from 3. Okay, Bruce.
He shot 2 for 3?
2 for 3.
That's
above a 75, right?
That's 66, bro.
My bad. My math is wrong. My math is wrong.
Yeah, AJ, you jet lag.
But whatever. But Bruce is. Come on, keep that man in the starting lineup, y'all. Because I'm trying to figure out
with the little bright spots that we have. Yeah. Bruce Brown is one of the bright spots, along with Patty Mills. Because when Patty Mills is on, that's crazy.
And I'm trying to figure out why was Nash DMP and Bruce? Those two, I think it was the first couple of games, it was Bruce DMP. And then one game he's like, okay, I'll play him.
Sixers game, and and then the next game they start him.
Yeah. It's just I don't know what Nash was holding him back. I'm like,
he's a special coach.
Can we talk about that one lineup where we had Javon Carter, Bembry,
that second quarter, right? I think it was the second quarter.
Why in the world? There's no Patty Mills, there's no Kevin Durant, there's no James Harden. You're starting Javon Carter, DeAndre Bembry. Bembry was running the offense.
That's the fucking lineup.
None of this would happen if we were allowed to bring tomatoes to the stadium and chuck it at this fucking floor, bro. None of this would happen if we were able to chuck tomatoes at people.
Hold on. Let me read the votes right now. The reasons we lost: 37% of Nets Nation said Nash, 12% said Harden, 45% said rebounding turnovers, and 6% said Joe Harris. So right now it's rebounding turnovers 45%, and second place it's Nash, third place is Harden.
Super chat, Saint.
Oh, Saint, my guy, Saint. Hold on, Saint. Let me find this out. Saint, love you, bro. Right now, there are too many issues. Can't blame it on one thing. Bad rebounding, turnovers, poor shooting, coaching issues, slow start Harden, and no Kyrie. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. All of that. That's all.
There's so many things contributing.
There's so many things. It's not just one player. Like I said, we're talking about Harden. We're talking about Joe. But it's not just one. It's a couple things that we should be concerned about.
Team as a whole, except for KD.
Except for KD, yeah.
There's so many things wrong. No offense, no rebounding, turnovers. You have arguably the best scorer of all time, and like you could say James Harden's unarguably, and he's not, and he's playing horrible.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. Somebody said I want to jump Nash on Atlantic Avenue. You shut up. Yo, Isaac, chill, man. Don't do that to
I
Nash.
gave y'all that order last year, and y'all ain't followed through. I gave.
You said you gave
the order. I just said slap him. I didn't say
just
hurt him. I told y'all. So all the New Yorkers, all the Brooklyners, AJ, you too, Chubbs, you too. Y'all supposed to handle that.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, don't worry. This year I got the bucket of tomatoes. Don't worry.
But you gotta really hit him.
If you randomly see a report that says Steve Nash like lit up by tomatoes, you know,
hit by flying tomato.
You might go to jail there, but you might go to jail. But it's for the squad, bro. It's for the cause. You know?
I'm not gonna hit him. I'm not gonna hit him in the head, but I'm gonna mess up his fit. You know, I'm gonna just ruin.
You might not even have to hit him. Like once he looks, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm really fucking up. Okay, I get it. That's all you know.
The only thing I want to point out what Nash did kind of wrong was the well, first off, this was Nash before after Mike D'Antoni left. This is what happened to Steve Nash right here.
I'm going ghost.
But after D'Antoni left, that's what happened to Steve Nash.
That shit is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Actual footage. That's actual footage. But this game, Nash, Rage pointed it out. That second quarter lineup, right? Why? The second quarter lineup of Carter, Joe Harris, Bembry, Millsap. Who else am I missing? 1, 2, 3.
He was bored, bro.
There was somebody else in there too. But he left out Harden and KD on the bench.
Bruce Brown, I think.
Bruce Brown. That second quarter rotation, I'm like, Nash, what are you doing? Like, who's gonna be the shot creator? No one's looking to create a shot.
I almost threw up in my mouth. It was that bad, bro. DeAndre, bro. But the only thing I can say is like that was crazy because with that lineup was god awful, and there's so many things you can do to expose it. But that was the lineup we used to actually get close. Like we were only down like 2. When we got that lineup in there, Bembry was actually had a pretty good lineup.
Somebody said, I was thinking New York is a tough place. Nash fans are soft. They should have get Nash fired last season. How is that? We can't control that, bro. Only the GM and we can't control if Nash is gets fired or not, though.
What's your team?
Tiamat. I think he's a Nets fan.
Dude, he's been in the chat a lot.
Better yet. Where are you from, Tiamat?
Oh God.
Oh, okay. Oh, Yvonne was here last stream. Shout out Yvonne. That's my girl, Yvonne, right there. Yvonne, man, she's been in there since the beginning. Since we was on the phones, the Discord phone streams. Remember those?
Since we was ratchet, we was ghetto.
Yeah. But yeah, that rotation Nash put in that second quarter, I was confused. Like, why do that? And in the fourth quarter, the rotations were kind of because I'm like, I know Joe Harris was hot from 3, but he was getting exposed on defense, and it was kind of hurting us, And I don't remember what that the fourth quarter ending closing lineup was. Besides Harden, KD, Joe, I forgot who was Paul Millsap was in there.
Oh,
might have been Millsap.
Tiamat, you from Canada?
Tiamat from the 6?
Oh, don't say anything. Shout
out to my boy
Canada is cool.
Big up the 6. Big up the 6. Big up all the men.
Big up K Showtime and all them YouTube hoopers.
Yeah, big up all the 6.
Y'all are literally known for being nice, so I don't know why you calling New York soft like that. Why you doing that?
Yeah. The fourth quarter, I was like, I think he could have done better with the lineup because I don't know. The rebound, like I said, Bam was rebounding. James Harden, it was just chaos in the fourth quarter. KD was like, get the ball, and he was like, I'm not gonna score, but then he would get double teamed, pass it to Patty Mills, he would miss, pass it to James Harden, and then James Harden
he gets a fat ass finger in his fucking eye, and there's just nothing. There's just no ball. He's on the ground gasping for air, and there's just no ball.
Yeah. Somebody said Millsap and Bruce. Oh, it was Millsap and Bruce. Okay, Bruce is not mad at, but I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, in that closing lineup, doesn't Aldridge belong there? He is.
Yeah.
That Sixers game proved to me that LaMarcus Aldridge belongs.
Yeah.
Like he was a huge reason why we won that game.
Yeah. No limit. Kai, you can pull up no limit. You can pull up. I wasn't gonna say call today, but you can pull up no limit.
Man, Kai, you said something suspect in the beginning of the stream, bro.
What did he say?
Ray send him no limit. Kai invite.
He said James. He said Harden's washed.
No. Harden's not washed. Y'all want.
Kai, why you doing this?
Before no limit Kai comes up, just ask any questions y'all want, or ask any questions right now. Just put at AJ and ask any questions y'all want. Yeah, ask AJ. Ask AJ. At AJ. No, Alvin. Don't put the Alvin. Alvin's not my name.
It's unfortunate that we're 5 games in the season. People are already calling people washed. That's crazy.
Yeah. James not washed.
What they do?
We're not going that far. But yeah, ask y'all questions. We're gonna get no limit up here.
I sent him the link.
All right. Shout out Nash for winning a challenge. Oh, the challenge. It was kind of pointless though. The challenge was pointless because it's like, I know Harden. How many fouls did Harden have at that moment? How many hard fouls? Because the point of was that I thought the point was because Harden tried to take a charge and it wasn't, and they called it on Harden. But I think they called it on Joe Harris, so Joe Harris ended up getting the foul. But Joe Harris ended up having 5 fouls anyway. So it's like, what was the point of that challenge?
Either way, it was to reduce Harden getting that 4th, I think.
Okay. Then now it makes sense. He had 3. Okay. Because I thought Harden had like 2. So I was like, why I call it a challenge? But okay, that makes sense. So it wasn't that dumb of a challenge then. It wasn't that dumb.
He's still stupid as fuck. He don't get it bad.
Yeah. He's still not coaching.
He's still
I'm not gonna put all the blame. Like tonight, I'm not gonna put 100% blame on Nash, but I'm gonna put a little bit of blame.
Isn't it crazy that Harden only took 12 shots today?
Damn,
only 12 shots, bro. This man would be putting up 40. You'd be putting up 40 shots, bro. That's wow.
Like I said, them rotten tomatoes better start chucking it.
I joined mad fast. I didn't even know it was in here already.
Yeah, it was good, bro.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's up, Kai?
Woo.
Talk up, man. Cook up, man. How you feeling about the game? I know you're probably tight right now,
bro,
like all of us. But how you feeling now?
I'm upset right now. I'm upset, like very upset.
Yeah.
But this is what I got to say about the game. Where do I begin? All right.
Yeah.
Let me just start on James Harden, bro, because I got a lot to say.
Talk about that,
bro,
please.
James Harden, bro. James Harden is one of my favorite players, bro. Like every day at school for years, I've been defending James Harden, bro. James Harden is my guy, bro. I gotta keep it a buck, bro. Like
keep it real. That's what I'm saying. Keep it real, bro.
James Harden, my favorite player, bro. But I gotta keep it real. Keep that same energy I got with everybody else. If Harden's not doing his thing, I gotta get on him too. Kyrie, anybody else in the league, I gotta get on them.
Yeah.
But, all right, let me get to the point, bro. James Harden. If you look at his 3 seasons, in Houston, in 2017 and 2018, when he averaged 30 points a game, he took 10 free throws a game, right?
Yeah.
The next season,
11.
No. The next season he took 11. The next season he took 11. When he averaged 36, he took 11.
Yeah.
And the season when he averaged 34, he took 12 a game.
Yeah.
I put up the 2020 stats right now for the he averaged 10 in 2020.
Oh, he averaged 10 in 2020?
Yeah. But the ones you're talking about were before. Yeah, you're right about the ones before. He averaged more in the previous. Those were like during his MVP year, right?
Yeah,
like 2017 to 2018, he averaged 10, right?
Yeah.
And it went up those 3 years. Each those 3 years, it went up to me.
I think 30 to 34 points per game was 11, and I think do you have the numbers right in front of you? Because I thought the 36 was 13 attempts. But
well, regardless, he was getting free throw attempts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Right, look, James Harden, he was getting a lot of those free throws, but if you look in the playoffs, those same years, those free throw numbers had went down.
Yeah, they don't call that shit in the playoffs.
So think about that.
As much.
Now, the rules changed. Before James Harden, to get into the bonus, to get those calls, he would do the hook arm when he's driving into the paint. He would hook his arm onto yours once he feels that contact, so they can call foul automatically.
Yeah,
that was one of his moves. James Harden, when he does the step back three, he would lean in and kick his feet out for the contact. That was one of his moves. James
He
Harden,
still be doing that, by the way. With the threes, he be kicking his feet out.
James Harden, when he did the pump fake, when the defender would jump into the air, he would shoot the ball and jump into the defender for the contact. That was one of his moves. Yeah. Now those moves are changed. Harden, he's been doing that, manipulating the defense into the years. I mean, over the years, players had to defend him differently with their hands behind their backs and all that other stuff to guard James Harden because of what he used to do. Yeah. Now, remember, James Harden, he doesn't have a post-up game. He doesn't really shoot the mid-range. He either has the floater, take you to the rim, or the step-back three. He has those. Those are his moves. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have other moves. That's what he do, James Harden. So now those are getting to him. So he has to. It's affecting his game. If James Harden, like, bro, you are a 3-time scoring champ. You're an MVP, and you're struggling to get 20 points, bro. 20. You're James
scary,
Harden, bro. You're supposed to have
scary.
20, you're supposed to have 20 on a bad night.
20's a bad day for James. Yeah,
20 is a bad game for James Harden, bro. For his standards, you're an MVP of this league. Like, you know what I'm saying? And also, like, KD, he's doing this thing. You know, he's not gonna have great nights every night. I don't expect KD to have great nights every night, especially if James is struggling. James has to step up. Like, you're supposed to at least take 20 shots a game, Harden. Yeah. You can't take no 13 shots a game, especially since Kyrie isn't here. I understand if Kyrie was here and you're taking like 13, 14 shots, all right, because we already know Kyrie, he would have took about like 20, 22 shots. Kyrie, he's a score first guy, him. Yeah. But he's not here right now, so you got to step up. You got to help out KD, bro, especially against a great team like the Miami Heat, bro. You can't just sit there.
Thing I want to point out is because with Ball Don't Stop, right? Ball Don't Stop was talking about this, and he made a good point about the James Harden's first step and penetration. So the penetration, right, that James Harden gets into the lane, that opens up everything for us because the defense draws. Then that's when you see the swing. Somebody gets an open three. Now, when that doesn't happen, then you're forcing KD to kind of initiate and drive all the time. And KD is great. Trust me, KD is great, but we can't rely on KD to do that 7-footer to keep driving every night on, creating the offense every night. Now, with James Harden, I know people are saying he has to change his game. He has to change, but he can still facilitate the offense. He can still get 10 assists and 30. He used to do it all the time in Houston. He would get 30 points and 10 assists. I mean, he can do that light. He can do that light. So it's like he's picking one or the other. You don't got to just get 10 assists, and just be a point. You can score too. You got to shoot more shots and be aggressive. Get KD help KD get his 20. Get your 25 off and get your 8 and 10 assists because Harden definitely can do that. He can do both, and I don't think people realize he can do both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, James Harden was doing that last year, especially in games where KD when Kyrie wasn't playing, when he was the only star. He was doing that last year perfectly.
Yeah, he can definitely do both. And it's like
40-point triple doubles, like
So it's like people are telling me like, oh, he has to change his game. No, that's like he can do exactly what he was doing in Houston. Facilitate the offense and score. And with Kyrie, he doesn't have to score as much. Then he changes, he adapt. But now that Kyrie's gone, you got to go back to being Houston. Harden getting 25, getting 30, and 8 assists. You can do that because, like I said, KD's going to be KD and give you 30, 28 every night. Yeah. But it's up to you, James Harden.
He really might have to give us close to. He might have to give us close to 30, to be honest, for us to be really. I mean, unless the team
now Harden got to give us about 25 a night from Harden.
25, at least 25, bro. He's like I said, he's struggling to get 20, which is scary.
But then what replaces Kyrie though? Because Kyrie, he was doing 24 last year. Kyrie was doing 27, 28. So
along with Harden's 25 and KD's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're missing a big Kyrie's like a big piece that we're missing scoring wise.
And also, Patty Mills also had a bad game. That was a rare bad game for him. He wasn't hitting anything, so it was a bad night, and he was getting out hustled. We just got outplayed. I don't want to hear the refs You know, like some calls, the rest was kind of wilding. I'm not.
Yeah, the first quarter they were wilding, bro. The rest were wild. They were not calling nothing on anybody.
The rest were kind of BS. Was on some BS. I can't lie, but we got outplayed tonight, bro. It's just that simple. We got out hustled, outplayed.
Let me read the super chat real quick, bro. Somebody said, shout out Lil Smokey. He said, Miami Heat. Thank you for super chat. Miami Heat team is scary, especially when Victor Oladipo comes back. Is even more scarier. Yeah, I talked about this before. Kyle Lowry makes them better, bro. He makes them better. They didn't have a point guard, official point. I mean, Goran Dragic was okay, but he's not a defender. Kyle Lowry is. He doesn't have the grit Kyle Lowry has. Kyle Lowry's tough. He has grit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna play hard, and that just makes everybody else play hard. When Kyle Lowry was playing hard, Jimmy Butler was diving on the floor. Bam was playing, getting rebounds, loose balls. You know, like all these guys were paused. All these guys were, you know, getting rebounds and Kyle Lowry makes them better.
Look. But at least the Lakers lost tonight, though. At least the Lakers lost tonight.
Oh, Lakers lost?
How do you lose to the Thunder? The Thunder?
The Thunder.
No
LeBron.
The Oklahoma City Thunder got their first win against the Los Angeles.
Did Bron play?
LeBron did not play, but you still should not lose.
They can't lose the Thunder.
Yeah, you can't lose to the Thunder with AD and Westbrook.
You can't lose with an MVP player on your team. And the last thing I'll discuss on Harden is we got to mention this, right? He made 4 field goals today. 3 of the field goals he made were 3-pointers, and he made only 1 2-pointer. And what was that 1 2-pointer? That dunk. Mm-hmm. And the thing, so he made nothing. He made no 2-pointers. He didn't make any floaters. He didn't make anything besides those 3-pointers. And he still shot 8 3-pointers and missed them. And he shot 4 other 2-pointers and he missed them. Yeah. But he has taken 8 or 7 3-point attempts. For 4 games, he has taken 8 3-point attempts, and there was one game where he took 7. He's like 8 and 7. He hasn't even took 20 field goal attempts this year. Not in one game, he hasn't taken 20. The most field goals attempt he had were 17.
Oh my god, great stats right there, bro. With
God.
Harden too, it's like. And shout out Khalil 2025. He said on a scale of 1 to 10 on a panic meter, I'm at a 7. There's no reason we don't got to panic right now because, like I said, there's only five games in. But it is, like I said, I was concerned from preseason when I looked at Harden, and people were telling me I was overreacting.
I was concerned when the rules. When they talked about the rules.
Yeah. I was saying that in preseason, and people were like, "No, you're overreacting." But I was concerned.
He's gonna average 40 still. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was concerned, but I'm not saying like Harden can't break through this because he still can. He can still have a great 5-10 games in the season and go. And we'll talk about he turned into the Houston Heat. But like I said, it is concerning. You know, you can't be a Nets fan and not point out like this is like you're a little bit worried. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a Nets fan and just ignore this.
We were used to Harden taking way more, I'm not gonna say way more than 20 attempts, but 20 attempts or more. The most he's taken this whole year has been 17, and to be honest, most of the shots he's taking are 3-pointers.
Yeah,
that's why I said we
should be seeing the more effective drive Harden. I think the perfect driving Harden is when he's hitting his Euro step. When he's taking his floater, mid ranges would be perfect.
Mid range would be perfect right now.
Pull up mid range would make his scoring so much more useful, especially with the rules.
Yeah,
exactly. Like he got nerfed, bro. Like you got to add something back, bro.
They nerfed him. They patched him, Julian.
They updated the notes.
When do you guys start really like not panicking, but when do you guys get really concerned? If Harden still looks like 20-something games, then you'll start being. Then the panic meter will go a little.
20 games. If we play more than 15 games and we're at a negative record, it's gonna be rough.
He's gonna be concerned. That's when you're concerned. Okay. Okay. I just want to know what's the meter because. Nets Twitter want to be like ignore all the the negative factors of the Nets. They just want to throw us on positive. Nets Twitter want to be.
And the one thing I can say, I don't think with Harden, it's like say we play 15 more games, right? There's no way there's not going to be one game where Harden completely unleashes. Like there's going to be that one game. I don't unless we go like 10, 15 more games and Harden has been playing the exact same. That's the time to worry because he hasn't improved at all.
Yeah. Shout out Clutch Not Clutch. He said, anybody know Harden's address? I'm finna send him the baddest strippers to his house.
Nah, what you need to do is send him some tomatoes and throw it at him.
And
Saint said that Harden said he's still rehabbing in the press conference. Okay,
Right.
I mean, like I said, it's like, when do we give that? And this is what Ball was saying in his little thing. He said that Harden should take at least maybe a month off and get his shit together, get his shit right, and then come back.
The playoffs is like, how long was the playoffs? Because how long do you have to rehab for? That's
what I'm saying. How long is that gonna
for a hamstring? Like you rehab that long for like tearing something or breaking something. So it's like
it's crazy to think like if it's that bad and you're rehabbing for the summer is like 3 months at least.
Yeah,
you have all that time like that. No, that is crazy to think. And he was playing on that.
Bro,
when has Harden ever got hurt like that on that level to where he needed to be out for an ample?
A hamstring isn't usually that bad though. Like,
bro, you want to think about
some players, I guess.
He still played on a bad leg, so you got to also think that probably did some more damage than it probably already did.
That makes it worse. You're not gonna get better by playing on an injury like that.
Yeah, he said it himself. He was playing on a grade 2 strain, and y'all saw how he was trying to play like. You know what I'm saying? That might have caused.
I think he overreacted a little bit. I think it was like a grade 1, grade 2. His leg will fall off.
He said grade 2, his leg will fall off.
Yeah, he not used to getting injured, so he thought he got his leg fell off. He like, nope, not doing nothing.
Last season, James Harden, remember he came out of shape because he was like, "Yo, I went out of Houston," so he just didn't care going into that season. And the first game, he dropped 44 points and 17 assists, bro, against the Trailblazers. I remember that game because I watched it.
Yeah.
So like. It can't be him not being in shape, because James Harden. Remember in one of the press conferences, he said, "Oh, I'm 100% healthy." James Harden.
He did say that. He did say that. That's crazy.
He did say. Oh, he did say that. Yeah.
Do y'all remember when the Nets reporters would hound him with questions? How are you feeling? Are you 100%? Yes. Scary hours. Yes.
Yeah.
That's all we get. So we're like, okay, Harden, maybe we might see something. We might see something.
100.
And this and now we're getting the thing that I was rehabbing all this time and I'm not in basketball shape. Like I get it, but like sometimes you got to be like, man, I've been rehabbing all summer. You can't just say I'm fully 100% ready to go, and you're having a bad 5-game stretch, and now you just like, and then you just fold.
Somebody said, here we go. Somebody said AJ can take months to heal from a hamstring injury. He was playing when it was hurt, which was Nash's fault because he didn't sit him. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. During that playoff series, I think Nash should have sat Harden because Harden wasn't really affecting us. He didn't make his impact. He kind of was hurting us. He was hurting us.
He had more of a negative impact.
Yeah, he had more of a. I would agree with that. Like, I think Nash should have sat him. I actually think he should have sat him in that Bucks series because KD was just being godly anyway. So it's like, yeah. So he should have sat him. Again, I don't know how long a month. Like I said before, so his ball don't stop right. Should Harden take months or maybe like a month or two just to get right instead of just trying to push it during these games? And
I would really like to know when he started rehab. Like. I would really like to know that because it really shouldn't take that long, like to get that. Unless like he really could have re-injured himself. Like if he really played on like that in the playoffs, like that really could have like done. That's why you don't do that shit. You don't play on. You don't take those risks.
Oh, I seen your comment saying somebody. He said, "Oh, when do we Kyrie?" Start blaming. No, we can't blame Kyrie. Like I said, I don't want to get into the Kyrie thing.
Like KD and Kyrie was busting shit open. Like they first.
Are we talking about blaming Kyrie for the way things are going right now, or talking about last postseason?
I think Saint was talking about right now. He said, "When do we start blaming Kyrie?" But I'm like, we can't blame Kyrie. Like we have Harden and KD, bro.
How do you blame Kyrie for Harden's poor performance, our poor rebounding? Our poor shooting. I mean, our obviously shooting percentage could be better with Kyrie, but you can't blame Kyrie for players not playing well. That's not that's not.
I think Saint's talking about like his value, like he's just kind of sitting when we could probably get more pieces, but still like I said last year when it was KD and Kyrie, they had like 4 blowouts in a row. But I do see the argument of like, hey, bro, like we could get more pieces for you or something like that. And you're just sitting there. So I understand that part, but like, you know, they should if Katie and Kyrie was doing that the first few games, I don't even think we lost till like 7 games in or something like that, or 6
and
games.
I posted the stats about when Kyrie was out of the lineup. This was Harden stats when Kyrie was out of the lineup last year. 31 points per game, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 48 from the field, 33 from the 33% from the 3-point range, and a 7-2 record without Kyrie in the in the lineup.
But put it this way, and Saint brought it up too, and even I brought it up before in Discord chats and shit. At the end of the day, this team is built for 3. Never 2, never 1. This team was always built for 3.
I don't think you need to do that.
While yes, it's possible we can win without Kyrie. It's very possible. But at the end of the day,
should be winning right now, though.
If this team is naturally made for 3, we're gonna see problems that we wouldn't see if we all were 3 were there. Honestly, like.
But what makes it like built for 3? Like I hear that a lot. Like why is it like specifically built for 3? Like why?
I think I said it before. I think he's talking about the Nets were built to outscore teams. That's what when we made that huge trade, we kind of focused on scoring. And the way the Nets are built, we're focused on building outscoring the opponent. And now when you take away Kyrie, one of the best scorers on the team, actually, I said one of the best scorers on the team, then we expect Harden to go back to scoring title Harden, but it going like that. So it's like now Kyrie's loss is felt more like it's really, really felt hard. Without
feel like we
say it's outscoring, but it's that threat of we can attack you from every fucking angle. Like Kyrie there, that means people that shouldn't be getting the minutes they're getting are getting less minutes, and that people are getting more open and getting more creativity and more time to do shit with the spacing of Harden, KD, and Kyrie. Like I'm pretty sure Joe Harris will have a way better start to the season if all 3 were there. I'm pretty sure Marcus will have a even more monstrous of a season because he's having a great season so far if all 3 were there.
I mean, the other older teams like have had like zero space and like 0 shooters. So I feel like like it hurts us, but I don't think like it's still Katie and Harden, bro. You know, like it's still Katie and Harden, like I think like Kyrie would really play a part in us winning, but I think we should still be able to win without them, especially what we saw Katie and Kyrie do in the Bucks series. Like I still
agree.
feel like
I agree.
But I get both sides. Like I can see somebody being like, man, Kyrie, I would rather you just retire or something like that so we can get peace for you. So I see it from there too. But I just feel like it's still, right now, like I don't know, like it's still Katie and Harden, especially what we saw with him, like Kyrie was doing.
Somebody said it's not about Kyrie as a third. Any $30 million can be the third next to Harden and KD. The problem is the spot is not filled. That's a good point, Marcus. Like I said, we understand, man. Like I said, the more the Nets lose, the stronger the pull for Kyrie is going to get. It's just that's just how it is. That's how the nature of the game works.
We shouldn't
blame him. No.
In the regular season, I'm saying we shouldn't need him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the regular season, we shouldn't. Like I said, I told you, I read y'all the stats. They were 7-2. Both KD and Harden's stats were amazing. Harden on the average 31, KD average 32, 11 assists from Harden, 6 assists from KD. Like they were going crazy without Kyrie in that regular season.
I feel like that'd kind of be like when KD, Steph, and Clay was on. I feel like that would be like saying, "Oh, we need Clay." We don't really, it's still KD and Steph. Like they're two all-time players. They're superstars, all type of things. So, and I think I think we're probably better than we were last year. Like, would y'all agree? I think, like, in terms of
I'll always down that hill. We are way better than last
year. Our roster? You're talking about our roster?
Yeah.
Our roster is better.
Way better than last year.
I think our roster is better.
And like I said, with me personally, I wasn't even like that worried about Kyrie not playing because I'm like, the only reason I was worried about Kyrie not playing was the playoffs. That's where I was scared, like Kyrie not playing in the playoffs. But regular season, I was like, I don't think we really need Kyrie, but it's now that it's like this.
We all were at the point where we all pretty much said, we have KD and Harden. What do we have to worry about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't predict
especially in the regular season. Like we shouldn't,
But if we continue to look like this, then I'm gonna get worried. If we
continue to look like this, I'm gonna be throwing potatoes mixed with the tomatoes. It's not gonna be pretty.
The good thing about this is that like we've never seen like a championship team just fall off the face of the earth after 5 games. Like like we had a very bad start last year, and we still ended up being like second in the conference. You've seen first conference teams have very bad starts. You can see. Did have a bad start. You can start like 3-8, 4-8, and they can still be that first overall team. And I'm not really worried about that. People were worrying last year. Like the roster changed and all that, but still anything can happen. Like it's 5 games in. I think everyone's still there's still a lot of new players on this team too.
Yeah. Is DJ Chasm in here?
So
DJ Chasm, pull DJ Chasm up.
DJ Chasm
let him in, all right?
Yeah. Bring him in there.
Polo also hit me up.
Polo hit you? Yeah, get Polo.
I heard that name in a minute.
He said, "Yo, can I come in and speak about why Kyrie is important?"
It's been a long time. Why Kyrie?
Oh yeah, get Polo up here. I haven't heard Polo admit it, bro. Polo is day one. Yeah, Polo's day one. So
all right, I'm about to send them both the link right now. Give me one.
Shout out everybody in here. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button and get us to 100 likes.
It was crazy, bro. I got a fucking ESPN notification that bro. I don't like, bro. They went in on Harden, bro. They were like, Harden's foul drawing ability won't work this season.
I'm telling you, they're gonna go crazy tomorrow in ESPN.
And they said Harden fails, Harden flops.
Nick Wright called him an all-star. I'm like, bro.
Nick Wright was going in. He was like,
get a nose job, bro. Like, what is wrong with you?
Get a nose.
Harden's done up. It's over for Harden.
I was looking at that little ESPN video though, and it was crazy though. Like Harden literally beat Bam to the basket, and he went to hook his arm for a foul, and it was just a horrible possession. Like you can't, bro. That's bad. That's bad.
Saints said the loss of Kyrie has made the Nets start from scratch with a game plan, and then we'll have to change again if he comes back. Yeah, it does hurt. It does hurt, man. It hurts that he's gone. Shout out Ralph. He said, "Can they hire Mike D'Antoni again?" And people were sleeping on me when I said Mike D'Antoni is an offensive genius because our offense looked a lot different last year. Now it's looking like this preseason in these 5 games, like it's not look good. Yeah, Jordan, I don't know what he's doing, but
I think they have to like. I don't know if Harden's involved in practice like that. But I feel like they used to run a lot more plays last year and stuff. And I think they had to get some more plays together. Harden,
bro, the plays, the motion, everything just looked right. Everything. Joe Harris shots was going. Everything just looked perfect in the offense.
Joe Harris, I am not seeing much off-ball screens for Joe Harris.
Yeah, the off-ball screens.
We should have known Jordan Ott was nothing when he was kept playing Brandon Knight. The whole summer league. We should have known he was a problem. He shouldn't have been here.
Yeah. What's good, DJ?
Yo, what's up? What's going on?
No, man. You worried? Is it panic time or you not panicking? You're not panicking yet.
I ain't gonna say it's panic time. I'm just gonna be like
concerned.
Concerned.
Tell us, bro. That concerned right now, bro. Like OD concerned, bro. Like, yo, I'm sad right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sad. I ain't gonna lie to you, son. Cause this was bad, bro. Like bad. B-A-D-D, bad. I can't make this shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Everything that we like try to improve in the off season,
it's not working.
It's not working out, bro.
Yeah. Huh?
Are we 4-1?
No, we're 3. We're 2-3.
2-3.
Go ahead, DJ.
Bro, I'm just like, yo, Steve Nash made the Heat go on a 14-0 run without me calling a timeout. Are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious, dog? Like, come on, Nash. Like, I thought you improved this season. I thought you was saying that, I'm gonna be a better coach. I got help now. Well, act like it, boy. Like, come on, bro.
He said, act like it, boy.
Like, you going on a 14-0 run, son. Yeah. And then, James Harden, bro.
Oh my God,
like, did you see, like, Bodo stop? Like, he, like, basically said that he's done.
And he said that? He said he was done? I didn't see the whole thing. I saw, like, the part I posted. I was like, but he said he was done?
Yeah, bro. Like he said that like James Harden, like it's not the for me like same no more. He said that he's like washed up on D Will.
Damn, son.
I mean, his scoring arsenal isn't going to be with it, but he's still James Harden.
I got to the part where he said that he needs to take at least 2 months off to get himself back together again, and then come back. That's what I remember him saying. That he said if he keeps playing like this, he said the Nets are like going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. You'll start hearing Kyrie trade talks. That's what he was saying. I remember that's the part I stopped when Ball Don't Stop was saying that stuff.
Bro, the reason why we're losing is because of him. I'm not gonna lie. It's because of James Harden. Like if he's not attacking and getting into the paint and passing it out to open shooters, bro, the man can't beat Duncan Robinson off the dribble.
Jeez. Damn, bro.
It
hurts, man. Keep preaching, bro, because it hurts. It hurts. I know Nets fans is hurting to hear this. The horror stand is hurting, but it's harsh.
I think that first step has something to do with his weight too.
I'm not even capping, bro. Yo, watch today, bro. The man couldn't even beat Duncan Robinson off the phony dribble today. He just standing at the top of the key, bro. When we playing like game of 7 Harden, bro. Like, bro, the man
rules kind of up the defense, bro. Like it dropped his threat level by a significant amount. Like he's still a threat, obviously, but people are going to defend him.
People can actually defend him now because before,
they have confidence.
Bro, the man is still foul baiting too. I'm like, yo, James, stop foul baiting, bro. You're not gonna get the call. Stop foul baiting.
It's what Ray says. It's muscle. Like it's
he's been doing it for so long. He's been doing it for so long. It's muscle memory. Yo, when he takes threes though, it's bad footy because he be like kicking.
He'll kick that leg out, bro. Like
drop kick people when he takes some threes.
What he'll do is he'll jump in the air, kick out his 2 feet, and fall on his ass.
And he'll still make it though.
And he'll still make it whether foul call or not. And it's so crazy. The only threes he makes are when he fucking kicks his legs out.
Yeah. But but what DJ was saying was really eye opening. Like he's right. He wasn't able to beat like I said. Houston Harden was beating everybody off it was impossible to guard that.
There was nobody that could escape that quick first step.
But it was Houston Harden it was the fouls, but a lot of it was skill. Like I said, some of it was skill. Like I said, James Harden getting back his acceleration, first step, the step back, the floaters. A lot of it was just him scoring.
He lost the shit.
You mentioned that, bro. Like you got it. Those what you call it? Those those don't require foul baiting for you to be good at. You don't foul bait to be good at your quick first step or your step back.
Yeah,
but the step back, I see his step back still create space, but I feel like that the defender not wanting to really push up on it, I feel like that's what made the move legitimately unguardable. Is the fact that nobody's gonna cross that line because they don't want to they would rather live with you having to make the three rather than you going to the line every single time and giving them a foul. And same thing with with in the paint, which obviously he's still a god in the paint. That's never going to stop. But same thing with Arnold. But I think that unstoppable move, the step back is now it's a stoppable move. Like it's not unblockable anymore.
Everybody in the chat though, we're gonna ask this last question. What do you think we need to improve on going forward? How do the Nets improve? How do we get better? How do we start winning games? Put it in the chat right now. I'm gonna ask these guys to react. How do you guys feel? DJ, you can go first. How do you feel we should where do we go from here to improve and win games? Is it Harden getting better? Is it the rebounding? Is it the lineups?
Reps.
It's like everything, bro. First off in practice, right? Steve Nash gotta look at everybody in the film room and tell them, yo, from this is how you box out, because no one wants to box out.
This is how you box out.
This is how you box out.
Hilarious. This is how you box out.
It's and Steve Nash, yo, bro, Javon Carter cannot play.
Yo, what happened to him, bro? Because he was looking good in preseason. What happened? You remember he was shooting lights out? I think it was the first game.
Now, boy,
What happened to James
Carter? Corner threes, bro. What happened to being able to make an open shot, Javon Carter?
But I don't think you understand. We're lucky that Cam Thomas is good because that trade would have been useless if we got someone else. I'm gonna be honest. Cam Thomas was the only upside of Javon Carter coming here, bro.
Facts.
Literally the only upside.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to Javon Carter. Yo. After preseason, this is what happened to Javon Carter.
I'm going ghost.
Go.
Live footage out Javon Carter in his natural habitat.
If anybody needs a tomato thrown at him, it needs to be him first. I'm throwing a tomato clean at his bald head. Clean.
It's like he was shooting lights out. I think even the first game he shot like good, but now it's like, where did he go, bro?
Oh, yo, AJ,
yeah,
we can't make Blake escape, son. This nigga been trash, bro.
Yeah,
knees, bro.
Whoa, what happened to Blake, son?
I don't know, man. It's just like, well, we knew he was gonna get those load management because of his. I told y'all he had a knee problem. That's why everybody was like, "Oh, Blake should be starting." But I'm like, he's gonna be in and out the lineup because of his knees. You know, he has bad knees, so it's like he's not gonna play a lot. Yeah, but
I still think he'll be able to shoot, but like,
what did he shoot this game? Because he was missing a lot of threes to me.
He missed
the open bunny.
Yeah, he missed a lot. Oh yeah, he missed that layup. Was it a layup or a dunk?
A layup on Kyle Lowry. He missed it, bro.
What even was that? That was such a good move too, and he just
6 points for Blake Griffin, bro.
6 points. He was 1 for 4 from the three. 1 for 4. And I'm like, Blake, if you can't make for 3, get in the post. You have post moves. You're not like, it's not like you're Claxton or your DeAndre, bro. You have post moves. Get in the post and score in the post.
That reminds me, bro. He's like 1 for 11 from 3-pointer this season, bro.
Yeah,
he made his first 3-pointer this season, and all I hear Ian Eagle say is Blake's first 3-pointer this season, got it. Or like he made.
It's like you got post moves, bro. You're just like LA, because LMA can make. He has those post moves, scoring the mid range. Blake, you can do some of that too. Like get yourself going. Like you don't gotta always take a 3.
We're missing some of that offense actually. That would like really give us some diversification. Like if you post it up and got that mid range working, like that'll really help us, especially if it's.
Good, bro.
No, my man's need help. I'll take your time, bro.
Julian's high, y'all. Sorry. Where's Muhammad? Julian was smoking.
Especially if the person that's guarding you is 6 foot. Like, post up, bro.
I take your time, bro. Take your time, bro.
Drink some water, bro. What the hell?
He said drink some water. He needs some milk. He's good. Let me read some comments. Shout out everybody in here. Love y'all. Nash needs to put these players in their spots, have them play to their strengths. Yes, shout out Tay Dog. Blake and LA should be in the post, but they playing this pick and roll kick out. Yeah, that's a good point. Here we go. Yeah, they're playing. Like I said, they can get shots in the post, and Miami was doing that. Surprisingly, Dwayne Dedmon and Bam Adebayo was killing us in the paint.
Oh my gosh!
And what's shocking is
Dwayne Dedmon makes me sad that we didn't pick him up.
Me and Ray was on the team Dwayne Dedmon last year. We're like, please sign Dwayne Dedmon.
We were on Instagram Live. before that Harden trade. Before the Harden trade, we were on Instagram Live talking about how bad we needed a center.
Yeah,
because DJ was asked.
Yeah.
And after Jared Allen went, we were like, bro, we don't got a center. We can't rely on DJ.
Yeah.
So we were like, who's on the market? We saw Dwayne Dedmon. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I wanted Dwayne Dedmon last year, and he was killing them. To watch him kill us, I'm like, oh my god, this is so frustrating. And then the points in the paint, they were killing us. Bam was killing in the paint. Who was leading in scoring? Bam had 24. Jimmy had 17. PJ had 15. And PJ wasn't even hitting threes. PJ was just getting like offensive rebounds and scoring.
Did you see the amount of wide open corner threes? He would be able to take 10 fucking dribbles before he take the shot with nobody in the world contesting him.
Yo, one thing about James game 2 right from that get me tight. It's just defense, bro. I think him and Joe Harris are the worst defenders on the Nets.
Harden?
Him and Joe Harris, yes.
Yeah, Harden is pretty bad at defense.
Pretty bad on defense, bro.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about Harden.
But we knew Harden was gonna be,
we knew.
But not this. Well, he's like I said, the thing with Harden, his post defense is where he's like the best at. But even that has been like
a lot of people don't really post up nadays. Like they don't really like.
Yeah, his post defense is where it was at. But now it's like, damn, Harden, like. Damn.
But when his facilitation, his playmaking gets to that level, I think that's what makes up for his defense. But yeah, his defense.
So do you guys think we still need to start Blake, or y'all think Blake, because Blake is getting that 5-star every, you guys think we still start him or no?
Before Blake Griffin, once Blake Griffin signed to the Nets, I was the first person to say we should not start this man.
Rachel's right. Yeah, Rachel, you're right. Yeah. And it's like I said, the gimmicky when you put Blake at the 5 in the playoffs. Just want to point this out from this nation. You put Blake at the 5 in the playoffs, and when you scheme and you do those little tricks, that it can work at times. But regular season, Blake is not a natural 5. You got to put him at a 4. You know what I'm saying? And I think there was a game where Nash put Claxton and Blake together, and Blake actually played better in that game because again, he's a 4. He's like a natural 4. He's not a center.
You're always going to lose the rebound battle if Blake Griffin is your center going up against someone who is 7'1", like Dwayne Dedmon, or obviously Bam isn't much taller, but we know how much better of a rebounder he actually is. And the stats tonight proved how bad we needed rebounding. Granted, we didn't have LaMarcus Aldridge for a little bit, and maybe he could have helped us a little bit. But the thing was, he played 12 minutes. And we know Aldridge isn't that great of a rebounder. Our leading rebounder today was probably Kevin Durant, and that should never happen. If you have an actual center, you should never let Kevin Durant out.
Blake rebounded. Blake started tonight, and we got out rebounded by 29. That just shows you maybe we should have put Blake at the 5. But we get out rebounded by 29. That's just what you say, Charles.
Tomatoes to everyone, bro.
Tomatoes
to everyone.
We get out rebounded by, was it 29? It was 29, right? Out rebounded by 29 or whatever it was.
Jimmy, I'm going to mention the rebound. I'm going to mention a rebound battle because this is crazy.
Yeah.
There's the Heat's starting lineup. PJ Tucker, 7 rebounds. Jimmy Butler, 14 rebounds. Bam Adebayo, 9 rebounds. Kyle Lowry, 6 rebounds. Duncan fucking Robinson, 5 rebounds. Markieff Morris had 3 rebounds, and now I'm going on the bench. Dwayne Dedmon, 9 rebounds. Tyler Hero had 8 rebounds.
Oh my God!
Our highest rebounder was Kevin Durant. Second was James Harden. Blake Griffin had 4 rebounds.
How Tyler Hero out rebound you, Blake?
You think that's
he out rebounded our only centers that played tonight. He out rebounded
Tyler Hero out rebounded both.
Tyler Hero out rebounded Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge combined.
I can't.
You think that's an effort? That's an effort thing, or it's because their team is overall bigger than us?
100%. 100.
No,
I mean,
it's effort.
I'm not gonna say 100% effort. There's a lot. You saw Tyler Hero actually going for rebounds.
There's no reason Tyler Hero should out rebound Blake, bro. There's no reason.
Hey, bro, I mentioned this before while you were AJ, when you were on vacation. I would constantly mention how Harden would literally get destroyed in the paint by another center, and Blake Griffin is just out of the picture. We can't even see him because he's backcourt. Like, get back on defense, bro. Like, you need to. Like, that makes me realize how.
Who we play next?
That's how bad of an effort it is.
The Pacers.
They won in 3, but Miles Turner, bro.
Miles Turner he about to have 40 rebounds.
Yeah. They're like
he about to look like Shaquille O'Neal against us.
Yeah, they won in 3, but Miles Turner.
He's going to break Wilt Chamberlain's record.
How's Karras been doing?
He's out. He hasn't. I think he's been out with injury.
Oh damn! Prayers up for Karras.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
All right,
Karras can't get a break, bro.
Shout out everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I can't even see the results of the poll. I think I don't know if I ended it, but I know the defense and rebounding was like 52%.
I'll say it to you right now.
Oh, you see it? All right, cool.
20% Nash, 21% Harden, 48% rebounding / turnovers, 5% Joe Harris.
Wow. So Harden and Nash are tied for second?
Nash is beating Harden by 6%.
Oh wow. So y'all thought it was defensive rebounding and no Nash, and then y'all think Harden was
rebounding and turnovers was, I think it was definitely the main thing. Oh, turnovers weren't like insanely bad, but when we did get turnovers, they were costly, very costly, and the majority were, lo and behold, James Harden.
Shout out to Here We Go 78. He said, take into account Miami got defensive rebounds because we were shooting a bunch of threes. Teams are going to clog the paint on us until we start playing in the post. That's a good point. We were taking a lot of threes. Miami is a great defensive team. Like I said, they're a good defensive team. But that still doesn't mean Tyler Hero should out-rebound our center. Blake Griffin.
Should Tyler Hero ever have 8 rebounds?
Exactly. There's no world for that. There's no excuse for that, bro.
Okay, I got to mention this. There should be no game in the history of the world where Blake Griffin gets out-rebounded by Duncan Robinson.
There's no reason for that, bro. I don't care how good a defensive team Miami is or how big they are.
That's effort. That's effort. That's simply
that can't happen, bro. That can't happen. And like I said, I in the third quarter I tweeted out, I was like, I wanted Paul Millsap, and fourth quarter we finally got Paul Millsap, but I guess it was too late by then. You know, there was a run in the third quarter. The Heat made a run, and Blake was playing like legit that whole quarter, and I'm like, you should have interjected Paul and switch. Just rotated Paul and Blake better. Give them, rotate their minutes, stagger their minutes better. But he didn't, and
it didn't really matter when Millsap got put in the fourth quarter because we were already losing the rebounding battle by 30.
Yeah, exactly. So, and ask questions again. We're gonna end it up soon, wrap it up soon. Please put at AJ and ask any questions y'all want. Did Polo? I tried to add Polo, but he kept leaving.
Yeah, he said he couldn't join on his phone. I guess he didn't hit me back when I told him.
We'll get you on next time, bro. We'll get you on next time.
We'll get you on next time, Polo.
Yo, AJ, do you think that we're gonna use the TPEs?
I very likely.
I think we need, like I said, everything will go into motion after that 20-game mark. I think after the 20-game mark, that's when I think Sean Marks will evaluate the team and be like, this got to happen.
Yeah, and I got one question. Like, what, say 20, obviously not. It's a little early to think about the trade deadline right now. But do you legitimately think if it still end up going pretty bad? Do you see actual trades going on?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about it.
Trading, bro. What are we trading?
I'm gonna be honest.
We need a big man.
We don't have really trade. We don't have value like that though.
I'm gonna be honest.
The only person
Claxton is the only value, I think.
That's Claxton. The only person I can see us getting rid of. And I'm not gonna lie, we want to get rid of Javon Carter. Yeah, we can trade Javon Carter. Maybe just a second round pick. Maybe the last pick of the draft is what's
Claxton, Carter, and maybe the TPEs are the only type of trade moves.
And if you want to get rid of Claxton, so soon, he needs a lot more. He needs at least 15 more games before we can make a decision.
Yeah, like I said, it's too early to start the trade thing, but like I said, I'm telling you, after the 20-game mark, I think Sean Mark will evaluate where we're at, and if we need to make a move, we'll make a move. But I don't think
someone said Marvin Bagley ?
That's a problem. I think the TPE is right. His contract is right there.
The TPE
and Clarks are the same thing though. They're basically the same for me players.
They're both.
Well, he got more offensive game.
They're both a big work in progress, but the thing is with Marvin Bagley is that he's already averaging 18 and 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he can score.
Yeah, the Kings aren't benching him because he's playing bad. It's just for the simple fact it's just a bad relationship between the two.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. With DJ being traded, I'm gonna be honest. It's free smoke for whoever's on that roster. I don't think there's no. Kevin Durant is probably the only one locked up. James Harden. More likely locked up. If Kyrie gets his shit together, he's locked up. If I'm being honest, it's free smoke for whoever's on that roster. If Sean Marks can get him out of there for better, he's gonna get him out of there for better, bro.
Facts, and that's what I said just now. Because for me, today was bad, bro. For me, it came from rebound, son. The problem hasn't even been fixed. It's not even fixed, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Jim Butler got 14 rebounds on us. Dead ass.
Someone said Joe, and I think we've all seen this a lot. Joe Harris and Claxton Turner. Are the Pacers legitimately taking those two for Miles Turner, the guy who just shot 40 and 18 rebounds?
We're not trading Joe Harris.
We're not. I don't think we trade Joe Harris, and I don't think I don't think that's a realistic trade. Obviously, the trade works, but I don't think that's ever been a discussion ever. I don't think both teams would be all right with that.
Yeah. It's way too early to talk about the trade talk right now. Like I said,
it's only 5 games in, bro.
It's only 5.
We got 7 more games left.
Y'all going too far now with the chat going too far with the trade thing.
The chat going crazy right now with the trade thing.
Said Joe Harris. I'm saying Matt. I said, is he Ben Simmons? I'm like, no.
Bagley's. Oh my god.
We need a rebounder like Drummond.
That's a fact, bro. God.
Yeah, you guys are going too crazy. We might have to end this now because y'all. Let's see, a whole bunch of trade scenarios. We're 5 games in.
After what I saw today, I'm like, bro, we missed out on Dwayne Dedmon, man.
Someone said it's a Knicks town. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, but it is right now.
Why bro? Why
no, don't say that, bro. Don't say that, bro.
You can say that now, but yeah. Congrats, the Knicks. You are playing better than us in 5 fucking games in the regular season.
I mean, if we keep it in a buck, the Knicks better than us at first last season, and look what happened.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Knicks are playing well right now.
Yeah,
I hate to see
it. It's 5 games. Everyone's so convinced this is how everything's gonna go for the rest of the year. Everyone's so convinced.
Shout out Asia. Shout out Night.
President of Claxton Nation, bro. That's the co-president of Claxton Nation.
Yeah. Somebody said I'm a Miami fan, just here to see how Brooklyn fans react and see what they're. Oh yeah, shout out Elder Assess. Shout out you, bro. I hate the Heat, but shout out you.
Shout out my fellow
team, bro. F your team, but you guys played all right. He said fellow Floridian.
Yeah. Shout out my fellow Floridian.
Kyrie will end up playing and we'll be fine. Shout out Fahim. It's not. I'm not calling it Knicks town, yo. I'm not calling that yet.
Bro,
I know they're playing okay, but it's still Nets world here.
We established it's Nets world, bro.
20 games, man. So we're gonna 20 games. Just wait till 20 games.
That's your cutoff. 20 games.
20 games is mine. I gotta see where we're at. I'm
gonna be honest. That has shrunk to 10. That's shrink to 10 right now.
You might think
that this low key can shrink under 10 before I think somebody needs to get the fuck out of there.
Yo, chill, Joe. Don't do that.
There's only one person that 100% needs to go. There's only one person that 100%
chill, man.
And that is Javon Carter. That is the one person who can get the fuck out of here right now.
What happened to him though? Like,
bro, I told you he went ghost. He went ghost, bro.
Nah.
Don't make me play the clip again. Don't make me play the clip again, bro.
We need to get the clip of SpongeBob where they all throw tomatoes at Squidward. And we need to do that.
Yo, I'm gonna find that for next. Yeah, find that for next stream.
I'll find it. I'll send it to the email. But
send it to the email.
Nah, this is crazy.
Like Javon shot 3 and it hit underneath the rim.
Oh, what happened?
I thought it went in.
Me too.
That's how you know. When it looks like it went in, bro. That's how you know.
He did the net because I heard the net, and I was like, "Oh, he made it," and then the announcer was like,
I legitimately thought he made it, and I heard Ian Eagle say "way off." And I was
he was like way off.
Bro, no, but it is crazy to think everyone's so like it's the Knicks down or whatever, bro. It's 5 games and the Suns and Nets, Lakers and Bucks are all really bad right now.
Yeah, so don't go into the tree talk right now, y'all. We keep it easy. We'll wait till 20. Once we get to 20, we'll evaluate where we're at, and then we'll start making
we still gonna talk about the games as they happen, though. We still gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, like I said, we're keeping it a buck here, y'all. We're not overreacting. We're not panicking. This is just talk.
When we all talk, I 100% need we 100% mean everything we say. There is I swear. There has been one thing where I was
So some of y'all are saying that we not winning the championship. We not getting out the second. Y'all are doing too. Y'all are doing.
Y'all going the
way.
I hate people like that. Everyone's so convinced that they just know 100% of what they're talking about.
Harden's an all-star.
They say Kyrie is 100% coming back at November 19th, 2021. How the fuck do you know that? Dude, you bro. People are automatically think that what they're saying is 100% true, even though they have no clue.
Fact.
Anyway, we'll go into last words. Last words. Whoever want to start it off.
DJ.
DJ, you want to start with your last words?
Why not? Nets will. We still here. I mean, today was a bad loss. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It was so sad, but for me, like, just like keep y'all like a heads up, man. Like, it's just like 5 games
It's okay
in.
to be disappointed.
5 games in right now.
Yeah, 5 games in. Yeah, 5 games in.
I mean, James Harden gotta like get it to for me, like get the ball, like son. But yeah, man, like Nets will. I mean, like we here, man. We here.
We here.
Go ahead, Drew.
It's okay to be frustrated and disappointed at a game. It's okay to be, but just try and relax and not take it to the next level. Don't take it to the next level until we like 20 games in. Hopefully, like it's not in a situation where it gradually gets worse and stuff. I think we'll be okay. We still have Katie and Harden, and we still have we still. I feel like we should take the East. And I feel like we get to the final. So just be grateful. Think about where the team was a few years ago. Now we have Katie and Harden and stuff like that. So just it's okay. Be positive. The law of attraction. Say that we're gonna win. Say it's gonna get better. Don't be so negative, and the universe, you ask and you shall receive, so just everybody just chill out, like up the stream.
Yeah, that like going on. Got us 100.
We playing that? Pacers. That should be a dub. Now, if we lose that one, I will grant a one-time pass to get upset. I will grant a one-time pass for people to overreact. Just that day, though. Just that day.
Just that day.
Just that game. Like if you get blown out or something, then okay, like you can. We're not going to make the playoffs. We'll allow just that one day. But we're gonna be back after that game. I think that's gonna be a W. So thank y'all for pulling up. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support.
Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, like just to piggyback, it's one loss. Granted, it's a shitty loss, but it's to a good team. Like, let's be honest. I would rather lose to a good team than lose to a fucking lottery team. Like, I'd rather
that's true.
I'd rather that. And
lastly, Lakers, by the way, Dumbass Lakers.
But to keep the theme running, I think we all need to make a petition to just bully the Nets whenever they lose, so they don't lose again. Like throwing the tomatoes. Like, we should really have a legal right to just throw a bunch of shit on the court when the Nets lose, and just bully the players. Like, if it like the way Harden playing now, I should just be able to go where he lives, knock on the door, show him a honey bun, and stomp that shit out in front of him and walk away.
Nightmare, bro. He wouldn't be able to sleep, bro.
And like not even throw tomatoes, just throw a bunch of like plushies at this, like some soft shit. Like make them know you're not even worth anything hard to hurt you. Like, that's how bad you are. Like, just like throw a bunch of fucking teddy bears on the court or something, like they do in hockey or something.
I'm telling you, just the fact that they can throw the would be so tough.
Well, like, imagine getting hit with a teddy bear. Like, how you gonna?
I would feel devastated if I got hit by a teddy bear or tomatoes. I feel devastated.
But yeah, like go to player social media, go to Nash's social media, and just spam a bunch of tomatoes.
Bullying.
They cooking, they cooking like Harden already.
Tomorrow don't feel you're gonna hear the Harden. They're gonna go crazy. First take, undisputed. All of them are gonna be like, "What's wrong with Harden?"
Imagine if there was like a honey bun emoji, bro.
I'm gonna hit up Apple, see if they can do that. The honey bun emoji.
That would be so. That would be funny if that.
Imagine texting a girl a honey bun emoji. Like, she's like, what does he mean by that? I'm his honey.
Oh God! Face ass.
Yeah, right. Oh,
you really mean it? Face ass.
That'd be hilarious.
Imagine they just implement it into the system and they just spam Harden's comments with honey buns, bro. That shit would be so funny. Like you wouldn't even be able to see an actual comment. It's just honey bun.
If they don't turn off their comments, you didn't do enough. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. We need to make it illegal to bully these people, bro. Like, just like to bully Joe Harris, to show a picture of the Bucks, and he's just gonna quake, bro. Like, we need to bully these people so when they start, so they never fuck up again. Honestly, and you need to show Nash a picture of an actual coach, because I feel like he'll get better with that. Like, honestly, just bully these people, and they'll probably play better.
Like I was saying, so like inspirational.
Let me read Saint's last words. Thank you, Saint. Shout out to Saint. He's at work. He'll be back. Saint's last words says, "Time to take a healthy look at the team. We are not where we want to be. Can't keep ignoring that. Not worried yet, but a lot of work needs to be done to right the ship." That's Saint's last words. Oh, don't forget Brooklyn Way with a little jersey swag. Saint, shout out to Saint. He'll be back. Love you, bro.
DJ. So inspirational, bro.
Yeah.
DJ, what up, Julian?
No,
I'm Gucci, Julian. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, he went. I think Rage had to do his last words.
Yeah, you know, W stream. You know, all these streams are fire. Especially after a loss, bro. Like we always have stuff to talk about. One word I gotta say is relax. We only got 77 more games left the season. Like there's so much time. I understand. Like it makes sense why people are going to overreact because this is the worst Harden we've seen recently. And it's a good reason to overreact, but there's also another reason to think that there's a lot of things that play into this stuff. There's a lot of things we know we need to work on, and stuff like this gets filled over time. We saw it last year. We've seen it with every single team in the NBA. No team is going to be perfect the whole season. It's just not how it works. Unless you're a record team, like our crazy.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, bro, but it really bothers me when people on Nets Twitter come at me or come at us and say we're overreacting. Like it really, like what are we supposed to talk about? What we're talking about what we see on the court. We're people that we analyze the game and tell you what we see. So if us overreacting is Harden having 8 turnovers or Harden having 4 turnovers. Is overreacting. Telling you how Harden is playing is overreacting.
Have your opinion, but we're just saying that we're really stating the obvious. We could get into we could go into much more. We could be weird and say these players suck, but we're not because we're actually reasonable.
Yeah, we're not going too far where we're saying it's over for us. We're just going
trash. Harden's washed. Like we're not.
Yeah, we're not going way too far like that, and we're not panicking about the Nets. We're just telling you how we feel right now. As a Nets fan, you should feel.
We're the ones saying relax. It's only 5 games in.
So
it's not too much.
Yeah.
So they want you to lie about the game.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like overreacting is bad take.
Even after a win, it annoys me too because there would be games last year where we would win the game. Harden shoots really bad. We criticize that. No, can't do that. No, that's still
on. You're overreacting.
There was a lot of games last game. It was like, why are you talking about the negative? Why are you always so negative?
Why don't you
ever since last year?
Yeah,
we always and it's crazy. It's like people they just turn off their brain when we actually speak on like the positive stuff. Hey, and when we do speak on the positive, like how are we overreacting to Joe Harris breaking the record?
I tried to big up the man, Joe Harris today, and everybody was like, "Well, Joe Harris is trash. Name a playoff game." I tried to celebrate Joe Harris on the stream tonight. People was coming at us.
I'm not gonna lie. If people bring up the playoff thing, but just know that we haven't been in the playoffs much recently, so you can't really put it on Joe Harris.
So I'm trying to celebrate him tonight, y'all.
It's just my thing is just relax. Everything will be fine. We started off rough last year. We ended up as the 2nd seed without our best players.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's all. I guess that's all I want because that just bothers me when people say that. But regardless, love y'all. Thank you guys for holding it down. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711 and on Twitter at NetsKingdomAJ. Follow Saint on Twitter at SaintNet1. And also, make sure you guys tune into our next stream. We'll be back against the Pacers. What's the Pacers game? Friday? No.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. We'll be back Friday.
That'll be a fun game. If we do lose that game, like Julian said, I will give everyone a one-time pass to overreact.
Yeah. And again, we're not overreacting. This is just us talking about the game, analyzing what happened.
Don't watch us, bro.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Yeah, you don't like it.
That's the point of the channel. That's the point of the channel. Like,
you have a choice.
Don't watch it, and we
have a choice.
We all 100% mean what we say. That's the point of the show. If you're not, we wouldn't say what we said if we didn't mean it, and that's just how it is. Especially with a large file, like 90. Like just imagine all these people like in a room, bro. Like this shit's crazy. Like I mean like. We all mean what we say 100%.
Yeah. It's a post-game stream, bro. Like it's
a post-game stream. The meaning of the post-game is to go over everything, no matter the good or the bad.
All takes. And I had Harden fans on here talking about Harden. I have Harden fans on here.
If you've played sports, you can win by 40, and your coaches will still criticize the bad.
Yeah,
it always happens.
I have Harden fans talking about it, but it's everybody, bro. Everybody has their own opinions. We're all emotional Nets fans, so it's like we still gonna, have our.
And we all respect it, no matter what.
Yeah. So again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Love you guys. Deuces.
One love from Houston Rockets fans. Shout out you, bro.
Shout out you, bro. Shout out you. All right, y'all.